What are we talking about today?
What are we? I don't even know. Take 3. What I do remember is I was really sad.
Oh wow. The big boss died. Are you forgetting? Oh, spoilers. We should probably be saying spoilers.
We need to stop saying. We need to stop.
Hi, my name is Cynthia.
Hi, and I'm Nadia.
And welcome back to Beyond Hollywood. Today we're talking about...
What dramas?
Yes. But as usual, I always like to find out, Nadia, what are you watching right now?
All my shows are ending, Cynthia. I'm so sad. You know the way you're sad about BTS, about Jin. I'm sad. So I'm watching 25-21 the final episodes because they're ending tomorrow. I'm watching Forecasting Love and Weather. I'm so sad. The bright side, I finished a fantastic CDrama which I told you about, Sunshine of My Life. Yeah. So that's what has taken over my week in terms of what I'm watching. Do you know Sunshine of My Life? I watched 20 episodes in one day.
In one day?
In one day.
Oh, that's the life. I know. I admire you so much. That is the life.
There is some serious level of just distracting yourself. I couldn't stop. I was just like, okay, next. There were some episodes I was watching 5 minutes of it. Like, if I don't see what's necessary, I move to the next.
I honestly think that if I die watching a KDrama or CDrama and someone tells me that's what you did with your day, I will look back and say, totally worth it.
That's true. Like yesterday, I was so happy. The drama. It just delivered the perfect amount of cute scenes that I like. I was even thinking about it yesterday and I was like, I have to talk about this drama. Because it's just, one day when you're talking about the dramas, I will mention it. It's just so nice.
Aww.
Yeah. I'm sad it's over. I wish I could go back to the time I didn't know about it and discover it again and watch it.
And watching it a second time is never the same.
It's never, because you already know the story. So it's just, except, because it hasn't reached my comfort drama level yet. If it was, watching it a second time or third is not a problem.
Yeah. I am watching, I'm watching Business Proposal, which I'm enjoying. I love it so much.
It's ending on Tuesday.
Why do you do this to me?
Anyway,
I'm following F4 Boys Over Flowers. Now that I'm just in. Like, I'm just in. Like, they released a new episode today, so I'll be watching that.
I gave up on it after episode 12. I was like, can't. And it's not like I even watched all the episodes. I think I watched 2 episodes and then skipped to episode 12. That's when I knew I really can't do this.
Well, I understand, but at the same time, I'm already in. I started, I kept going. I'm so far in. I'm so dedicated. So I'm just gonna finish it. What else? So that's my... And then for CDrama, I still haven't finished Hello, Mr. Sharpshooter. I was following it every... And then, I don't know whether it was last week, Thursday, I stopped following it on a daily basis. So I have an accumulative 5 episodes I've not watched. 5 or more episodes I've not watched. So there's still that I need to catch up on. So those
Oh.
are the shows I'm watching.
Oh, wow. Okay. How many episodes is it supposed to be?
I think they've reached 30 last I checked, because I get a notification whenever there's a new episode. Yeah. That's what YouTube does. When you show you're consistent, they're like,
It's true. They're like, okay. I mean, now we can just be updating you because you seem to be watching this a lot.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Oh, by the way, you know that CDrama? Do you know how many episodes it was?
How many?
45. I was shocked.
I'm so wrong. They have 40 episodes. And I mean,
wow.
like 30.
You're in?
30.
Ah, okay. Now, I can't do something like that. I have to wait for it to end and then just binge on it, because I honestly can't. I think I'm just following. The only ones I'm able to follow is KDrama, and that's because I know they're just 16. The rest, I was surprised myself. I was able to watch a 45 episode drama and didn't skip any episode.
I'm impressed.
I know. I'm so impressed with myself. Cynthia's so impressed. I was like, Cynthia should see me. She's going to be so impressed.
What do you need? You need a present. Like that is.
I need a present. I honestly.
Yes, you do.
I'm 45. And I diligently watched it. Well, okay, I didn't watch the full episode, but still, I still watched like enough to understand. So proud of myself. Anyway, moving on to today's topic. Comfort dramas. What do you think comfort dramas are, or what are comfort dramas to you?
Comfort dramas to me are dramas that, while you're watching, you don't want to stop, right? So you want the show to keep going and going and going. And then after you've watched, you reminisce on the show and be like, that scene, that part. And then years later, you're like, I need to watch that scene again. Like or you see something in another drama and you're like, this reminds me of this and this. And then you go back and check it out just one more time. That to me is what comfort dramas are. And it's okay to go back and rewatch again. Although I'm not very good at rewatching shows, I tend to skip to the parts I liked most. Yeah, I'm not able to watch back to back. Yeah,
because you already know the whole storyline, so you're just like, now you just skip to the parts that you enjoyed. Because sometimes dramas have completely unnecessary things.
Yeah,
and you don't need to go through that like a second at that time, But yeah, you're totally right about comfort dramas. I feel the same, and I agree. They have that level of nostalgia where you're always just thinking about it once you're done. You're like, man, I wish I could watch that specific scene, or maybe you'll be on social media and you'll see like someone has an edit of it, or on YouTube. Then you watch it and you just have like, once you're done, there's this pang, a heavy pang in your heart, like telling you, maybe I kind of need to watch this again. But then also, comfort dramas are they're just dramas that make you feel good, Just enjoy watching it, and it just makes you feel nice when you're watching it.
So today you're the one representing the K-drama, and I'm representing the C-drama of comfort dramas. I don't know.
Okay.
How do you want to do? Do you want to list all three, or do you want to do like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3?
I think I'll list all three and then just discuss why they are my comfort dramas. Yeah, but I can do like one and then you do one and then like that.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So my 3 comfort dramas are Something in the Rain,
Of course.
What's Wrong with Secretary Kim,
Yes.
and Is it Fighting My Way or
Fight My Way?
Fight My
Yes.
Way. Yes. Those are my 3 comfort dramas. And then I kind of like want to add one more, but it's not really a comfort drama. Like it's not, let's just say it's auditioning to be a comfort drama. So that would be Suspicious Partner.
Ah.
Yeah. It hasn't made it to the list yet, but it's kind of there.
It's in the running.
It's in the running. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so I can list mine for CDrama.
Yeah.
CDrama, top of the list is Put Your Head on My Shoulders. And then followed by Forever Love, then followed by Go Squid.
Not even surprised. I mean, it's okay. The one I am surprised about is Go Squid. I didn't expect that. I was expecting either something fantasy related. Yeah.
You see, the issue with fantasy is I am never drawn to go back and watch again. Yeah.
That makes sense,
yeah. But if I was to put a fantasy, I would put the one called 10 Miles of Peach Blossom.
Okay.
Yeah, it has CDramas. Yeah.
Yes, I was going to say how you literally on your list you don't have anything with
CDrama.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, that's an interesting list. I agree with the first 2. I'm interested in hearing like why Go Squid. Yeah, because the first 2, like this, I'm a witness to read, but Go Squid, I'm just like, okay, we'll see. I'd like to hear more about this.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So on my list, Something in the Rain is the top because anyway.
Because it's Something in the Rain. Do we need to explain further?
Like, do I need to explain? I mean, it has Jang Hae-in, it has Song Ye-jin, it has romance, and it has melodrama romance. So, and you know, Jang Hae-in is like king of melodrama. So, what else? It has just the perfect amount of angst that I needed in a show. It's irritating as well. Like the characters there, I'm just like, why are you in this show? But then it's just that show that I watch. I haven't watched it this year, and that's probably because I haven't like come across an edit. But I think I've been watching like ever since it was released. I've watched it 4 or 5 times, and it was released I think 3 years ago. So I've definitely watched it like 4 or 5 times to the point where I'm like, oh, that happened in that scene. That happened in that episode. You know, I just love that show.
I know you love that show. I know you love that show. We have talked about it, I think, twice in this podcast, in the marriage, whatever, and in Jang Hae-in's podcast. So I'm just like, do you really need to explain again why you love that show?
I can't even explain it again. I've literally exhausted the reasons why I like this show. Because what more can I say? There's nothing else I can say about it.
Yeah. I also think you talked completely about that show. Like, absolutely.
I did. Also proud of myself because I was like, ooh, look at you, just showing your love. for this show that you once in a while end up going back to. You know, now I kind of feel like I just want to watch certain scenes in that show.
Again.
Like that scene where Jang Hee-in is crying because
Wow.
when he like he's on the bike and he stops because he hears Son Ye-jin's confession of love.
That scene was good. That scene was very good.
That scene
Even I was like on my tracks, like, what was that? That was a very good one. Yeah.
And then there was that scene where he also cries in the car because she got hurt and he didn't know what to do because he couldn't reach her and they're going home and he just cries and then gets out of the car because he didn't want her to see him crying. Like, those cute moments that I remember.
Wow.
That show has my heart.
Okay. Yes, it does.
Okay. I've stopped.
It's all right.
Put your head
It's
on
all
my
right.
shoulders. Talk about it.
Okay. I love Put Your Head on My Shoulders. It's not really one of the first C-dramas I've watched, but it is the one that I enjoyed the most. It has a very simplistic storyline. You know, I don't like things that are too complicated unless they're complicated on an extreme. That's how I watch my films. Either they are too simple or too extreme. There's no in between. So for me, Put Your Head on My Shoulders was a very simple storyline. It was about this, should probably start by saying spoilers. It was about this girl called Situmo, or rather her nickname was Momo. And she was in love with a friend. The friend's name was, let me see, Fupei. She was in love with Fupei, but Fupei had always treated her as a Meimei, a young sister. So she finds herself in a situation where she's sharing a house with the main character, who is Gu Wei. And now they have to like figure out living situation and whatever, and then they become like, they get feelings for each other, and then their parents are like really rooting for them to be together. It's ridiculous. But it's really, really cute. Another thing I found interesting about Situmo's character is that she was studying accounting, but she wanted to do marketing and advertising. So she was also very indecisive on that. And I think that's one of the many small things I really liked about the show. They would show the character, so that just shows her indecisiveness, sort of. Yeah. So they would show the character through other things other than, their actions. Gu Wei was a scientist, so he was very particular about where things are supposed to go. And then when Situmo came to his house, she stuck stickers of what is this cartoon? This blue cartoon that they like using in C-dramas, Durimo, or something like that, everywhere. And so she just came and took over his neatness, sort of. I don't know. I loved the show. There were very cute scenes. I do have cute scenes as well that I think about and love. Like at one point, Gu Wei's classmate but senior, who is a chick. I think her name was Shi Yuyin. Comes and she kind of has like she has a crush on Gu Wei, and Gu Wei at that point was sick. And she's like, maybe you should take medicine. And he refuses to take medicine because he's stubborn like that. And Situmo just literally hands him the medicine and tells him to take it. And he does. I found that so cute. No questions asked. He just does it.
You can see why you found that cute. But those are like the scenes you look out for in whatever, in romantic shows, like where the person is listening to their crush, or they're jealous, or they're like super sensitive about what's going on.
Yeah. It just had a lot of super cute scenes. Like, not like Something in the Rain scenes. Something in the Rain scenes are very mature compared to Put Your Head on Your Shoulder. It was super cute. Like the time when Guyi said he has to go to German to do like a paper, to Germany and to do a paper or to I don't know, to do studies or something for a couple of months. She became so clingy. It was so cute. At one point, she entered the briefcase and she was like, "Take me with you." I was like, "Oh!"
I remember that scene because she had like 3 stages. One where she was so indifferent, and then there's another one she was angry, and then she was clingy. And the mom had told him, it's like her mom had told him, this is how she's going to deal with that situation.
Until when they were in the airport and she was still clingy, she was seated on their briefcases and she was like, "I want ice cream, I want this, I want this." And then when the time came for them to separate, she was like, "Do you really have to go?" And we literally thought, "Can I leave you? Like, can I really leave you? You don't seem to be able to
handle it.
Yeah, should I really leave you?" And she just composed herself and it's like, "Yes, you can go. Bye."
She was like, "I need to just go. Like, no, I can't be here."
That was so cute.
That's so cute.
Okay, I have to talk about one last scene. I don't know. I can talk about this show forever. One last scene. So there's this scene when Situmo now goes to Germany to meet Guwei. And it was a surprise. And her mom told her, you go and come back with a husband or something like that. It was something stupid. And Guwei refused to enter the room because there was a girl sleeping on his bed and he thought it was the roommate's girlfriend. It was like, "Your roommate is sleeping in my room." And I was like, "No, man, that's your girlfriend." And he refused. He refused to even open the blanket until he was sure. So he called her and she like kicked away the blanket and it was so cute. He saw her and he was like, "Why are you here to give Guwei a surprise?" And she was sleep talking. It was so cute.
Oh gosh, that sounds really... I find it so weird because I'm pretty sure I watched this show, but I can't remember it at all.
Yeah. Those are the points I think about every time. And I go back to watch again. Like the time when he told her, "You are always in my plans." That was beautiful. Anyway, I've stopped. Okay, go to number 2.
Okay. Number 2. What is my number 2? What's wrong with Secretary Kim? Yeah. What can I even say about that show? What? That show is fantastic. If when you need a show to de-stress, when you need a super cute show that doesn't have like a lot of angst, it just has the right amount, The drama is also not over the top. That's what's wrong with Secretary Kim.
Was there a villain in that show? I don't think so.
Maybe you could say the villain was their past. I don't know. Because that was what was keeping them from not getting together, but in a very indirect way. Because you had the brother who had, because of his trauma, believed that he was the one who went through what the main male lead went through. or Young June. Young June. Did I just say that? Young June. Yeah. Young June went through. So, because that's the main male lead, yeah. So I guess you could say that that's the whatever it is that happened, the past was kind of like acting as a villain per se. There wasn't really a person, but it was just that whole experience. Yeah. But anyway, that show, like, what can I even say about it? First of all, it has Park Min Young and Park Seo Joon. Park. Yeah. Like, everything about it was funny. It was weird. It was like some of my best romantic scenes are just in that show. Sometimes I think about it. Like, I've been seeing it on on TikTok. And I'm just like, I want to go back and watch this. I don't know. I think I've watched this show like 3 times. And that one from beginning to end, like, I'm watching it like this is the first time I have seen this show. I'm going to feel bad the day I see on Netflix last day to watch.
No, they can't do that to us. No.
So I still have to keep watching it. I have to keep watching this show. You know how happy I was when I saw that it was on Netflix? Because I'm pretty sure I think I was watching it somewhere else. And then I saw it on Netflix and I was like, yo, you're here? Let me watch this again.
I watched it on Netflix.
That's so weird because it came out in 2018. Like a long time ago.
You know why? It is pre-COVID. That's why. Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
These days I blame everything on COVID, so
it's true, because right now everything just feels like a decade ago, and yet it was just 2 or 3 years ago. But anyway, what's wrong with Secretary Kim is just everyone needs to watch that show. If you've not watched it, I don't know. Like, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Everyone needs to watch that show. I've never seen Park Seo Joon like just embodying a character like that. For the longest time, I looked at Park Min Young and thought, I couldn't see her except as her character, Kim Mi-so. Like, oh gosh. Okay. One of my favorite scenes in that show. There's, of course, Aura.
Yeah. Every time he said Aura.
Yeah. Every time he'd say Aura, I'm like, okay. And then there is the best friend of Park Young. What was it? No, his name was not, sorry. It was Lee Young Jun. The best friend of Lee Young Jun. He was so funny. Like, I don't know. Anyway, the guy was funny. Like, all scenes with him, I found so funny. Then there was when he got jealous during like the company sportathon. That was so.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
That was really cool. And what other scenes? Of course, all the other scenes are just romantic scenes. So there is the scene like when he gets drunk with the dad, and then he tells her how much he loves her and everything, and that was so cute. Anyway, there's nothing else I can say about the show. It's just the perfect balance of cute, romantic, funny. You know, it's very hard to find a show like that.
It is. And then they had a very good twist on office drama or office romance, because there wasn't another chick who was in love with the guy who they've been working with for millions of years, and they tend to have more chemistry than Sid, because that's so common. So there wasn't that, which was really nice to see.
True. Like there wasn't like an extreme case, or not even an extreme case. There wasn't there was barely any conflict, except between the brothers and Park Min Young, which that was like, it was annoying because I kept watching it and I'm like, no, how did you just take up this trauma as yours? But anyway, I think I like the fact that they didn't delay it too much. If it was something that happened till, I don't know, episode 15, I wouldn't have survived. Because that guy was annoying me so much. The brother, anyway.
I also loved the personalities that they showed. Because Secretary Kim knew everything about Park Seo-joon, right?
Park Seo-joon, yeah.
Yeah, Park Seo-joon, but Park Seo-joon knew nothing about Secretary Kim.
No, I beg
Remember
to
the flowers, the flowers scene.
Except the flowers.
Yeah.
But he knew quite a bit about her. This is my defense, because there are times he'd do things where you realize this person has really liked this girl for a long time. The way he just used to like pay attention to her. Of course, there are things that make you realize, oh, he's supposed to be this vain person. So it makes sense why there were certain instances where he'd act in a very weird way. But there was just a way he paid attention to her. Like, it's like they were friends, which they were. They were colleagues, they were friends, and they were just then became lovers. Yeah. So I don't know. I beg to differ. It's only the flowers bit, but everything else he kind of got spot on. And also and then there were two scenes that made the only two scenes that I can agree with, where I'd say maybe he didn't know that much about her, is when there's the flowers one, and then there's the whole like wanting to, like, putting so much pressure on her so that they can be together and stuff.
Yeah,
he kept,
I remember that thing.
Yeah, the bulldozer, where she literally called him a bulldozer. So that was it. But everything else, I mean, he was there from the beginning, and he pretended not to know who she was, even though he did. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's another thing I liked about the show, that the love, you could see that this Young Jun loved her more, one, and he had loved her for a long time. She kind of just grew into it, which I liked. There was no like, we loved each other when we were children. There was nothing like that. I mean, they had a shared childhood, and a traumatic one at that. But there was no, I loved you since you were. There was nothing. I find those things so unrealistic. But anyway, this one, at least, you could say the main male lead, had liked her for it. It was him. Like, if we were to measure love, he had more love. Yeah.
Okay. You've defended your case.
I've defended it.
Yeah. I would also watch What's Wrong with Secretary Kim any day, anytime. Like, it's just one of those shows. If someone said, I haven't watched, let's watch it together. Like,
that's true. Like, how have you not watched it? Let's watch the first episode. You're going to like
love it.
And anyway, I guess also that's why I think I enjoy Business Proposal, because it's like a baby of What's Wrong with Secretary Kim.
It's true. And again, there the personalities are really coming through with the craziness of the female actress the vainness of the male actor, sorry. And then the supporting cast having an even better romantic story. Love it. Yeah.
The supporting cast have a better romantic story. I don't remember.
Of Business Proposal.
Oh, I thought you were talking about What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. Then
What's Wrong with Secretary Kim? Did it even have a supporting cast? I mean,
it did.
It did.
It did, and yeah, it did.
I don't know.
But they were just, except the best friend and her co-worker, and by her co-worker I mean the funny one, not the one she was working with as a secretary, the one who was working now in the main, like in the department with the other guys. The lady, she was funny. The one who was dating, I don't know if he was a security guard. I can't remember what he was. A bodyguard, a driver. I'm not sure who he was in that show.
The one who was like giving Park Seo Joon's character like advice on stuff. Is that his right hand man?
No. There was the right hand man, who was like the best friend, yeah?
Yeah.
And then no, the best friend, that was a fun, like he was fun. He added so many, like he was just comic relief in itself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what happened to comic relief? Is it still there? The UK one. You know, the one where you wear a red nose.
Oh, I mean,
it's still there.
That's quite a change of topic.
I know. That's really random. Anyway, moving on.
You just hit me with that, and I'm like, I haven't seen it since One Direction.
By the way, I was just thinking about it when I said comic relief. I was like, by the way, what happened to that comic relief thing where you wear a red nose? Moving on. What was I saying? Oh, the guy, his driver, because I remember that was his driver. Now his driver's love interest. She was working in the office.
Yes.
You don't remember her? Okay.
No.
And the way she was so funny. Like, she was so funny. Anyway.
I need to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, you can do that. You can. Yeah.
I should.
You should. Anyway. Over to you.
Okay, my number 2. Okay. This drama I love. It's called Forever Love, and I love it because it's forever love. I mean, there's no other way. Okay, so this one has that element of they kind of loved each other when they were in school. Then the romance mainly picks up in university all the way until working life, and we already know from the get-go they're going to get together because the very first scene is the wedding of the main 2 characters, Lin Shi and Zhen Han, right? So you get like, it has that thing where they show you what's happening in the future, and then you go, it's like the people are explaining the past. And it didn't have really a big villain. I mean, there's a one point where Lin Shi's big brother, who also had a crush on her, and by big brother I don't mean biological brother, I mean like, the Hyungs, like the
like older, just like the person who's watching over you, like your childhood friend. Exactly.
So he has a crush on her, but she really has never had a crush on him. And at some point he turns into a villain simply because he feels like the main character, Zhen Han, cannot support Lin Shi the way she deserves to be supported. I hate those characters. They get on my nerves. I usually want to shoot them in the head because, I mean, women have
What do you
thoughts.
mean? It's true. It's true. Women have thoughts.
Women have thoughts, and when they tell you no, it's not like they're incompetent. Okay, they know what they're saying. Yeah, so it just follows those two, where Jenhan is a computer major and Lin Chi, I think, is a math major, accounting. I don't even remember what she was studying.
She was initially an econ major. And then she moved on to math.
Yeah, she's always
realized
loved
that
math.
she realized that she loved math a lot.
Yeah. And in the end, she went abroad for further studies, while Jenhan was left building the business they had started together. Yeah. It's just a sweet story, very little rivalry, very little angst, like you like to call it. It's just a story being told. And my favorite scenes was let's see, we have the scene where she confronts Jenhan because his seniors decided to post her photo in the school website, professing under his account, professing her love to her, and they were already on bad terms because of some past thing he did that was really bad. And she was like, why? So my favorite scene in particular is where he's stressing about it, and the seniors are like, no, we've watched all the CEO dramas. Trust me, she's going to come and swoon over you. He's panicking out of his mind. He's like, you don't know her. She's more likely to beat me up. She'll be so pissed off.
And she really was so pissed off.
Oh, she came knocking. And he was like, Zenan, can we talk? The dude stood up so fast.
But I love how he just had so much respect for her.
Yeah.
You know, it's so rare to see. Okay, actually it's not. But I'd say like already like the way CDramas and KDramas, okay, I don't know about CDramas, but KDramas, the way they are, you'll find, well, lately actually, not all of them, but lately they seem to have like a lot of respect for their love interests. So, but I was still impressed with his level of respect for her. They were so mature considering they were so young.
Yeah. I guess their storyline didn't add up with their age a bit.
It really didn't.
It's okay. I enjoyed it.
I mean, that was what made it interesting, because the way they'd resolve problems. Though, one thing I didn't like about them is, didn't like about her actually, was hiding things. I didn't like that about her. But after that, they just talk it out. And I'm like, oh, okay, you guys.
No, they both used to hide. Lin Chi hid the fact that she started at the end. She started working as a tuition teacher, and she didn't have any more money, so she started hiding that. And Jenhan, on the other hand, was hiding how the mom used to talk to him and had forced him to end the relationship, and to the way he was trying to resolve the issue with the company that he was working at. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've forgotten about that.
Yeah, they both had that. But the beautiful thing is they would both be like, okay, I'll give you your room to try and figure things out. If you don't want to tell me, you don't want to tell me. But I'm here the moment you do. And I was like, oh, such healthy relationship.
They had such a healthy relationship. It was beautiful. Like, in a very, like, you just kind of want to have a relationship like that. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
That's my number 2.
Thank you for listening to part 1 of our list of comfort dramas. Remember to listen to part 2 to get the full list.